WordPress.com or WordPress.org? Which one do I need and which one's better? Hey everybody, Jeremy Blanton with 210 Consulting, and I wanted to talk a little bit about the differences between a WordPress.com and a WordPress.org site. I get asked several times each week, what is the difference between the two? What are the advantages, disadvantages, and which one should I really be using for my business? So I hope that by the time we finish this video, you have a little bit better understanding of the two and know what's going to work best for your business. So I broke this down into a couple different categories of things, and we'll compare each platform as we go. So first, hosting. On WordPress.com, you simply go over to their site, which is WordPress.com, type in your email, type in a password, and you've got your new blog up and running. And it's going to sit at something like jeremyblanton.wordpress.com. To do the .org, you're going to need to get hosting. It might be $7 to $10 a month, and you can get it from a company like Bluehost or HostGator or Media Temple, and you then take basically that same program that the .com has and you install this zip file on your server. So you might be wondering, why would I want to spend money and do that if it's going to be basically the same? Well, here's why. On a WordPress.com site, you have to live and play by the rules and community guidelines that WordPress has set up. If you break their rules, if you do things that they don't like, they will shut you off. On a .org, however, you are in control. You set what rules, you set what can be said, what cannot be said on your site, and you're in complete control. So if you have an annoying spammer there, you can not only delete his comments, but you can also block that person permanently from visiting your site again. On that .com, also, you're not always in control as to what's going to show up. You know, if you've got some of their ads that run on your site, you never know what might really be there. And, you know, here's an example. Not too long ago, I had a friend who had the blog there, and it was a family one. Well, they sent me to read a blog post, and as I scrolled down to the bottom of it, there was an ad for lingerie. Now, I was holding my daughter at the time, and she was kind of like, "What's that, Daddy?" So, you know, it wasn't the best of things that happened. The next day I went back just to see what would happen, you know, and what other ads, because they said they've been getting these real weird ones lately, and it was an ad for a horror show, or an R-rated horror movie, basically, and it was their trailers. So, not best stuff you want to have come. On a .org, you're in complete control of those things, and you don't have to worry about that. So, that's the hosting. Next, you know, is the search engine optimization. On a .com, as I mentioned, your domain's going to be jeremyblanton.wordpress.com unless you spend 20 bucks or so a year and get it upgraded that you can put your own domain on. On the .org side, you have it right on a domain, right on a website that you own. And it is your website there. So when somebody does a search, they land on your website. On the .com side, however, they go to that jeremyblanton.wordpress. They're technically on WordPress. And if the theme that you're using has a button at the top that says Next Blog, they leave your site and end up at someone else's. So not a good thing to have happen. You worked hard to get them here and they've already left. So that's search engine optimization. Next, how about we talk about the appearance and the theme and the design of your site. On a .com, there are hundreds of free themes out there. You go and find the one you want, you hit install, and it's there. Pretty simple, pretty easy to do, right? But you can't really do a lot of customizations. You can't make it look and feel the way you'd want. On a .org, however, you can use one of the free themes that allows customizations or purchase a premium one. Themes like Genesis or Headway or Thesis, and use that theme to build yourself a beautiful site. If you know a little bit about design and customizations, you can do it yourself, or you can hire someone to do it. Or you can even have somebody build you your own custom theme that is going to be just yours, one of a kind, like nothing ever before. So you can exactly have it match your brand and be everything that you ever wanted. That .com you're basically stuck with. So if you're into design and you want to have something that looks exactly the way you want, you might want to consider the .org side. And then lastly are going to be the features and functionality of your site. On a WordPress.com, there are some widgets and things that you can add in to make your site a little bit more featured. There's like a social media button and that kind of stuff. Maybe there's a total of 40 or 50 of those customization type things. On a .org, there are thousands and thousands and thousands. So just about anything you can think of is available for you to try and use. So if you wanted to have a social media button that floats down the side of your page like Dig, you simply find the Dig plugin and install it, and it's there. Maybe you want to have related posts that show up at the bottom of your current post that you just wrote. You use something like the Yet Another Related Post plugin, and it's there. All these type of functions and features that give your site just a little bit better consumer experience are available only on the .org side. So you have to go with what's going to work for you. If you want something that's going to look a specific way, act a specific way, you might want to look at the .org. If you're just looking for something free to try it out and see if blogging is right for you, the .com might be the right way to go. But if you have any other questions, please feel free to leave them down below in the comments, and I'll get back to you.